Hello everybody and welcome to Heavy Cargo, the truck simulator, where today we'll be taking this dump truck all the way up to the top of the map, somewhere up on that top left corner. We are currently down here somewhere. There's our arrow down here, so we're going to go all the way up here. For some reason it's not showing on the map at the moment, but I'm sure it will when we get inside. A little bit easier than perhaps what we have done so far. I think we've done these completely out of order. So in the second episode, I was squeezing through really tight streets with a really long trailer. And it's got progressively easier since. We took a speedboat in the last one and now we're just taking a dump truck. So it shouldn't be too bad today. Let's get in the truck and go because the mission timer is already ticking. We're already 50 seconds into this and we've not even gone anywhere. So let's get started. Oh, get back in your truck. There we go. And get into gear. Let's reverse, neutral first. There we go. We're in gear. Let's go. So yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. There's a bit of weight to it, but it's not a super long trailer or very wide or anything like that. So we don't need the scout vehicle going ahead. We can just drive along. And not too bad. See if we can get out ahead of that car. There is some weight to this. We've not got as much power as we usually do in our truck. I think we're going to be turning left here, aren't we? Please don't try and squeeze me, Mr. BMW. Thank you. That was kind of my fault. I was in between two lanes there. I think it's supposed to be sunset, maybe? I'm not entirely sure whether the sun is setting or if the sun is rising. Kind of looks like sunset, doesn't it? Ooh, it's green. Too busy looking at what time of day it might be. I'm really not sure. Now, presumably, because this is quite a long way up to the top of the map, we're going to end up on the highway at some point. I'm not entirely sure. It could just be a rural thing. Ah, it must be sunset. Look at the... if you look at the speedometer, 2017, so it must be evening. I don't know if the time progression is on in this demo version of the game. I don't think it is. I don't think we're going to... Whether that time will even change, I don't know, but I don't think the day-night cycle will initiate. It might, but I don't think it will. Definitely got some weight to this. I feel like we're hardly moving sometimes. So this is more of a weighted one. So obviously the first mission was kind of tutorial. You're a bit on rails. The second one I'm pretty sure we should have done last because that was the most difficult. You're trying to get the huge trailer through tight streets. It was heavy, it was big, it was wide. All the stuff that is the most challenging was that. The last episode, we just took a speedboat, which was a fairly easy one to do. There was no weight issue or anything to that, we just flew everywhere. The only thing we had to watch out for there was our speed, because it was too easy to speed. Whereas this, I think, is going to be mostly trying to keep momentum, because getting started again after a stop is kind of annoying. So anywhere we can keep momentum is the key to today, I think. Pet shop company. Interesting that they're the pet shop company and they look to sell clothes. some reason, that's weird. That's weird. I put the cruise control on then, and it didn't seem to. Maybe you have to go above 50 for that to implement. I did have cruise on, but it didn't seem to pick the speed up. So interesting. But we were probably going too slow for cruise, which is fine. Right, we're turning right here. Try and make the lights. What are you doing? Why? Wait, we ran a red light? I thought that was green. I did wonder why he was going as well. Never mind, we've run the red light. We'll go. Thank you. At least he waited for us to go. That was nice of him. I'm pretty sure we were on green. Did you see that go to red? I didn't see that go to red. It probably did. I actually found on the drive over to the job that when the sun reflects on the... Not that it should have been from that angle, but when it reflects on the lights, they are difficult to sort of see, which is kind of what happens in real life. That's quite a nice touch. I don't think it helps that all the light colors seem to be the same sometimes as well, but I probably just missed it. Never mind. Straight through. Definitely on green this time. I can see the arrow. Okay, what are you doing? How are we on green and somebody can pull across the road like that? What is going on here? Okay, well now we've been caught out because we stopped in the middle of the junction. Okay. Well, we were on green that time, but that junction seems a bit... I'm glad there was not that much traffic, let's put it that way. This is the last mission for this demo. It'll be the last video on the game until full release, I would imagine. But I have enjoyed it, though. I have enjoyed the gameplay. I'll be interested to see how it all comes together in a full game and bits and pieces. And I know that there's, you know, you can upgrade your trucks and stuff like that as well. So you can probably get your own fleet going. Build them up into something good. I think that's probably the purpose of doing the jobs, is just to unlock new parts for your truck, so then you can take bigger and heavier jobs, etc. I don't like this bouncing around we seem to be doing. It doesn't happen often, but with this trailer we seem to do a lot of bouncing around. Whenever I sort of hit the brake, we're doing a lot of head bobbing, aren't we? We just seem to be... suspension seems to be very bouncy today. I would assume it's because the weight on the back is kind of lifting the front wheels a little bit and we just keep bouncing. Something like that, but it feels a little bit unnatural. Unless these roads are just very, very bumpy. I do think it is a nice city to drive around, though. As I've said before in previous videos, I think this would make a really, really nice multi-drop city. It's big enough that, and it's split into many different sort of regions. It's a lot, you know, it's big enough that you could do multi-drop. If you had a van or something like that, you could do 10 deliveries without driving up and down the same road constantly. So I'd like to see that kind of thing implemented, to be honest. I know that's not heavy cargo, but I think this game could pull that off quite well. Yeah, we bounce a lot, don't we? Even after we'd stopped there, we were still bouncing. Can we make the lights? Don't want to go too fast because we're a heavy load, but nicely done. Straight through. Interesting place to park your truck. Doesn't seem like a normal spot just to park your big heavy truck, does it? I guess there was food there, but... Oh, come on. Too much weight, we couldn't get going in time. Never mind. At least we're first in the queue. Engine is started, but gear is not. Why have we cut out? I mean, I guess we're being good for the environment here, but why did we cut out there? All I did was put the parking brake on. Uh-oh. This has happened many times before, and now I can't change gear either. Oh, come on, I can't move. The gears don't work now. This has happened quite a lot of times on this playthrough in various different vehicles. Okay, we're away, we're away. We've lost the engine audio, but we're away. I managed to get the thing started. And, even though I couldn't get back to neutral, but somehow we managed to, even though it said engine is started but gear is not in neutral, which it still says at the top of the screen. So I'm not entirely sure we should have been able to start it there, but I managed to start it in gear. But we've now lost the engine audio. That's the one drawback I've really come across with this game, is this sort of thing happens quite a lot. Now, as it says at the bottom, game not final, all aspects subject to change, so, you know, early stages, but I think I've lost engine audio in every single video I've done. Maybe not the first one, but definitely this one and the other two, so 3 out of 4. I've had issues in 3 out of 4, I believe, with things like that, putting the parking brake on and the engine just cutting out and not being able to reselect a gear. It's, yeah. Kind of weird. It's annoying we don't have engine audio, though. At least we've still got our indicators, because that often goes as well. But it can be quiet in this cab anyway. Woo, hang on. I thought that was just going to be us coming down here. I read that situation a bit wrong. I thought this was just going to be a dual lane coming down here. Oh, well, it's a shame we're going to have to do the rest of this journey with no engine audio, but... Is he going to let us in? Nope, he's not going to let us in. Come on, let me in! I'm running out of road! So a bit like Euro Truck, they don't pull over to let you join the highway. It's still having an issue. That just caught my eye at the top of this. Look, it really doesn't believe that we're able to drive here. Just trying if I can... So the gears are working, but they're not... There's nothing we can do engine audio-wise. Just trying to fix the issue, but it's really having an issue now. It's like, how are you doing this? We're rolling. At least we're saving fuel, because we now have an electric truck. Although I am losing a lot of... Oh, we are going uphill a little bit, I suppose, but I seem to be losing a lot of speed. Because I've also noticed we haven't got any engine revs, have we? We've got absolutely 0 on the engine revs. What I might do is, if we find a service station, I might pull in and turn the thing off and try and get it started again. Don't know why I... These are very steep hills. We've now lost a bit of brake pressure, which I'm not sure we'll rebuild. Oh, hang on. Okay, we've now ground to a halt because we've got low pressure in the system, because presumably it thinks the engine isn't working. We're now stuck on a hill. This is going disastrously badly. No, don't take that off. That came off automatically. Let's see if we can... Can we slot this thing into neutral? No. For some reason, the parking brake seems to want to come off by itself. Ah, neutral. Wait. We had neutral. I'm briefly able to select neutral, but then immediately it wants to just go back to first gear on its own. And I'm not able to... I'm now not able to take the parking brake off. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save it on a free slot here, and then we're going to reload it. Okay. So hopefully now, everything's repressured. We have engine audio again. Okay, now we're rolling again. We're good. We're good. So a cheeky save and reload has fixed the issue, I hope. That was really, really annoying. I'm not 100% sure whether we just got to the point where we had low pressure anyway, but how do you rebuild your brake pressure if it doesn't think the truck is even working? So, as you'll see now, it gradually rebuilds, as it should, but... We're not entirely fixed though, are we? Because the gear is in neutral, apparently. So I don't have any gears. Hang on. Yeah, we've got no gears. So I can move, but we have no gears. Interesting. This has gone completely wrong on this journey. Now I'm having to trying not to speed, but I'm also trying to work this gearbox out. So this has been an unfortunate journey, really, hasn't it? I mean, we're still probably going to make it. We've only got 4.8 kilometers to go, but our truck is not doing well. So these issues will definitely, I mean, I'm sure they will be, but they definitely need ironing out, because this would be a pretty annoying thing to happen if this was still going on in full release. I'm sure it won't, but it's definitely something that it's letting the game down a little bit. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, because don't pull out on me. I'm not entirely sure if we're just gathering speed because of the hills, or if we actually do have some Because now we're going slightly uphill, I think. But it's kind of flat, isn't it? But yeah, I think we're just losing speed. But we're not losing speed fast enough or as quick as you would think if we didn't have any power going through here. But we are losing ground. So I just don't think we have anything, do we? Hoping once we get to a stop, maybe we can get the gearbox back going again. Although we're going, well, we've got at least we've got a little bit of a downhill. I don't know where we're going to pull off the highway. I'd like to get on the inside lane if we can, because that's probably where we're going to need to be. Looks like we might be pulling off here, actually. Which is not ideal. Because I need the speed of the hill to try and get off. Right, please, nobody up the inside. It's like you've gone into the far lane, so that's good. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Because I feel like if I stop, I might not get going again. Right, here we go. This is our chance to hopefully fix the gearbox, although it's a green light, so that's not good. We're going to ground to a halt here. Or at least go through the lights. At least make it through. Looks like we're going to get stuck in the junction. So we managed to we did do all that on momentum. I didn't run a red light. Granted, I didn't go through the junction very well. Right. If I turn the truck off, restart it. Do we now have gears? We have first. Second, we have gears. We have gears. Our gears have returned. This has not been a very nice journey, to be honest with you. Feels more like I've been doing this journey on a like an episode of Top Gear or something, with a really dodgy truck that has just been going consistently wrong. And miraculously, by the end of the journey, it seems to be working fine again, so... Couldn't have happened in a worse place, though, could it, really, on the highway? So apologies for a bit of a rubbish journey there. It was not the smoothest, was it? But it happens. At least we've seen the game at its worst as well, though. So I think some of my videos I've been very, quite praising it because I have enjoyed the game. But it's nice to also find these little issues with it as well, isn't it? Right, 1.8 kilometers, so it should just be down this road over the island, and then we should be about there, shouldn't we? Wasn't expecting it to be so tight just there. I was busy checking traffic and then realised that it was a real single track roundabout. Just brushed the curb. And it's not taken us too long though, 25 minutes for the mission time. Despite our issues with having no drive for a little while, no engine audio, I suppose wasn't too bad. But then the brake pressure system issue we had. It all went awry, but 25 minutes doesn't seem too bad to go from sort of bottom third of the map to top corner, or close to top corner. And a smooth journey in terms of time. Anything but smooth in terms of actual driving. Well, this is the town we're supposed to be bringing it to, so... Interesting, I can't see. I wish you could zoom the map out just to see how far. I know it says 0.9 kilometers, but where we're actually taking this thing would be nice. It would be nice if it was somewhere by that crane. Because then at least we're actually taking the dumper to what looks like a construction site, which would make sense. Well, I think we are bringing it to here. Energy. Not entirely clear. The sat-nav just sort of ends. So, I think we are bringing it here somewhere. I can see the thing. Now, is that on the road, or is that... Looks like it's on the road. What a weird place to drop off. And if this is where they want it, this is where they can have it. Step out of the vehicle. Well, that's where they wanted it. Apparently. Finish the mission. I don't like the fact it doesn't finish the mission when you hop out, or just when you park up, because when these missions are to time, you have to then go and find the little thing. That's quite annoying. But somehow we managed to do that in time, though. 28 minutes out of 30. Pretty decent. We had material damage to obstacles. We probably caught something along the way somewhere. Speed limits we didn't do very well with. Nor did we do very well with red traffic lights, and my driving style was not amazing either. That was hardly a surprise, though, given the issues we encountered. Kim has completed an internship at Gruber Logistics in the field of heavy goods transport successfully. So we have been successful. That is good. Got our van back. I suppose now we could just go and drive around the map, which is nice, but yeah, so this game, I would say I really enjoyed playing it. I like the way things work, you know, getting out of having to drive to your jobs in your van, you have to get out and walk around, things like that. Taking something, you know, a heavy load somewhere, but also having to do other little jobs along the way, and then having to maybe unload it, things like that. Really like all of that style of the gameplay. It's pretty fun to drive. It's, you know, not the most amazing, but it's pretty fun to drive. You know, when it's refined as the game goes along, I'm sure it'd be quite nice. I quite enjoyed myself playing it, but they do need to sort out the audio issues. The fact that it for some reason slips out of gear and you can't get it back in, and then you can't start it and things like that. Things like that are a little bit annoying. On the whole, not too bad. I am looking forward to seeing this when it's a bit more polished. And you know, when it's finished, I am looking forward to that at least. So we will leave it there. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.